Thanks, JT. Well, not too long ago, Facebook and Instagram's parent company underwent a major rebrand as Meta. Just 3 months in, it's in strife, sacking 11,000 employees, 13% of its workforce.
Now, Chief Executive Mark Zuckerberg has apologised for the layoffs, admitting a projected post-pandemic upswing simply hasn't happened. Let's bring in advertising and marketing experts, Matthew Bywater and Meg Coffey. Good to see you both. Matt, we'll start with you. Now, the fortunes of these big companies rest on shareholders as much as they do on users. Is Facebook dead?
No, not at all. I mean, they've still got a lot of cash and they're still one of the largest social media platforms. And remember, when you talk about the value of a company, there's actually three stakeholders. You've got the shareholders. You've got to keep them happy. You've got to keep value there because that's what lets you keep operating. You've got your actual users, and don't forget the people in between your actual staff, and that's where they've had to lay off a lot of staff for sure. But shareholders love layoffs. They look at a company going early, which Facebook has done, to be fair. They've realised they've actually got the timing wrong. They put too many people on too fast during really good times for them during COVID, and then they've had to pull back and say, look, and it's sad with 15% of their workforce is now gone, but for the long-term viability of the company, they've probably made the right decision.
But, but Meg, advertising revenue is down. They're looking at major revenue losses across the platforms. Is this a sign, do you think, that activity is waning, people are moving away?
It's definitely a sign. I mean, look, I don't think that our time spent on social media is changing at all. If anything, we're spending more time. It's just where we're spending that time. And it's not on Facebook. And unfortunately, it's not on Instagram as much as it used to be. You know, these two platforms have changed so much that the user experience is really difficult. And the users are moving away from it. And advertisers are responding accordingly. These platforms are not dead. They're just definitely not what they used to be.
Okay. Elon Musk has also had a shocker this week, sacking the top brass over at Twitter that he's just taken over. Apparently lots of high-profile users have left the site, as well as lots of other users, and they're all going to a competitor, Matt.
Well, it appears so. We don't know the exact numbers yet, and some of this might be overblown a little bit. And those high-profile users who are saying that, we'll wait and see if they actually do go away and stay away. Because at the end of the day, you've got to be where your followers are. And all marketers know you've got to be where the customer is. If you rely on a lot of followers and Twitter still remains to be a rather large platform with lots of people on there, then they've got to stay there.
Meg, so this competitor, Mastodon, we understand it's similar to Twitter, but there's less curation. It has toots instead of tweets.
Yeah, I'm not going to learn how to toot. I'm sorry. Look, so I am on the Twitter bandwagon. I will be on the ship until I'm the violinist playing until that ship goes down. It has been the wildest week at Twitter, and I'm loving watching it. But as far as joining Mastodon, I don't know. I tried. I went. I signed up. I have my username. I'm on one of the many servers, and I tried the following, and it's so hard, and I don't want to learn how to toot.
Yeah. Listen, I am hearing, around the traps, and it's mostly from young people in particular, like younger than us, that they're going off social media a bit, Matthew. Do you think that it just all goes in swings and roundabouts, or do people just move on to other things online?
Yeah, well, Meg probably has some really good data on this, but often it's the younger people that move a platform, but generally they go into another platform. And you think about it, social media aside, that's with any trend. It starts somewhere. Generally, younger generations move somewhere. They don't want to be where everyone else is. They don't want to be the early adopters and go somewhere else first. But look, social media is here to stay. I mean, it's such an important part of our lives. We know that the way we consume media now is through our phones. You look at the mobile usage in recent years compared to, say, desktop usage, and social media is just an important part of our lives now.
Just quickly before you go, guys, I want to ask you about the FIFA World Cup in Qatar. Controversy keeps coming. We understand that they're setting up container villages now because they don't have enough accommodation.
It's unbelievable. I'm up here at the Pan Pacific Games on the Gold Coast. I think these guys organising their event much better than what they've done in Qatar, and it's terrible. I mean, they've known for at least 10 years. How did they get this stuff organised better earlier?
It doesn't look good, does it?
It's a farce.
Yeah, Meg, look, FIFA is asking countries to focus on the sport now, but some teams, including our own Socceroos, have raised concerns over Qatar's human rights record as well.
Yeah, look, I think sport is important, but you can't have sport without players, and therefore you've got to support the players. And if they're uncomfortable with this, then I think that we need to listen.
Yep. All right, thank you both. As always, great to talk to you. Stay with us.